OMG BBG!
Welcome back to another BeybladeGeeks unboxing. Today we're unboxing Beyblade Burst Pro Series product. So this is actually our Wave 6 Venom Devolos release. So Hasbro has blessed us with Venom finally. They actually gave us Master Devolos previously. And now we have like the older version reissued by Hasbro in this Pro Series product.
I always did find it funny that they released Master first and then this.
Yeah, I know, right? So when I first saw this packaging, I was super happy to see it come back because this is such a signature release. So when I first saw this packaging, I was super happy to see Venom come back in Pro Series because remember that super signature bullet driver and also this layer coming with erase Devolos as well, so you can like interchange them, make it left spin, right spin. The design was pretty cool because you either have like the black design or the white design, right? So yeah, none of that actually comes back in Pro Series, unfortunately. So let's take a look at the back of the box to see what it actually comes with. So check it out, Venom Devolos. It comes with a couple of interesting parts. The most exciting part in this set for me is probably going to be the GT chip. This one is special, so I'm glad that they brought it back.
Yeah, it's heavy because it has metal in the design, right? So
for sure,
it was pretty competitive when it first came out.
Yeah, and it's also dual spinning, so I'm glad it at least kept that in here. I mean, it's not like they can take it away, right? Or
From
I guess
Pro Series?
I guess Hasbro can do whatever they want sometimes. So I'm glad they kept this. Yeah, so we have the chip, we have the Venom layer. I like the design of it, although it's not too like competitive. So this is where the things kind of change up for this combo. We have a outer disc and also a variable dash driver.
Still whack, but not as whack as
more,
outer.
No more bullet driver, so sad. You know, the bullet driver is signature for this Bey, even though it doesn't really perform that well. You know, I would have appreciated them including it. The variable dash driver, so is it really the fan favorite? You guys tell me. So let's check out the Bey. We'll tell you if you should buy it, consider it, or avoid it. But before we do that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and click on that bell notification icon so you guys don't miss the next video. Check us out on Instagram at Geek Dosage and on TikTok at BeybladeGeeks Official. Venom Devolos, let's go! So Wave 6 of Pro Series. You actually gotten a lot of Pro Series releases. And yeah, this is a GT Bey. It's considered a Season 4 release. So Hasbro just keeps giving us Season 4 stuff. Alright.
I'm not gonna lie, Wave 6 has been pretty weak so far.
Yeah, I mean...
Not my favorite.
Not my favorite, but no, looking at this design, I do miss it. But is it worth a Pro Series reissue though? That's the question.
Without the bullet driver too. Like, I think it's 100% buy if it had a bullet driver.
You think so?
Yeah, in my opinion.
But you know, the bullet driver is also pretty trash too,
yeah,
right?
But it's so unique, right? Like, the point is having fun, and that thing was like pretty gimmicky, and yeah, I enjoyed it, although it was trash.
We can take apart the GT chip as well. Comes with a starter launcher. Pretty boring stuff as usual. I wish they gave us some cool launcher, because didn't Venom Devolos or Diabolos come with a cool like LR launcher? I forgot. Did it? In Pro Series, just like the Takara Tomy counterpart, we get stickers. Just 4 of them though, not too many. So let's dig into the parts from this Pro Series release, starting with the GT chip. So this is the one that I was saying I'm most excited about. It's pretty cool because the layer weight is actually integrated with the GT chip as well. So this is sort of like a Venom exclusive part. You won't be able to use another weight on this though. So just make sure, you know, if you're committed to this GT chip, then you gotta use it. It works with both left spinning and right spinning layers. So that's versatile. Can be pretty competitive part. So I'll vouch for this piece right here. Moving over to the layer base, we have the Venom layer. And this one, although it looks really cool, we have already gotten the upgraded version, Master, in our previous Pro Series release. So I would say this is pretty much outclassed by a lot of different layers in this generation. Just stick with Master if you want to use Devolos. It's the better layer. Also dual spinning too. I
do like the design of this one though. The colors and the blades, they do look cool, just not very effective.
For sure, but it's such a shame that it doesn't even come with erase at all. You know, that was a pretty expensive release. I feel like it's almost the same price as Pro Series. So with the Takara Tomy version, you do get the original like this, but you also get an extra piece, extra part, the erase layer.
And so you're getting less for more money, but that's just how it is, right?
Another thing is that Pro Series is generally a bit weaker, so there's a bigger risk of the teeth wearing faster and the weight being a little bit lower when compared with the Takara Tomys. And then next up, we have the disc. This is the outer disc. So it's kind of random that we have an outer disc. It's decent life after death. It has higher outer weight distribution, but overall just forgettable.
Yeah, this was a good disc, you know, back in the day when we were obsessed with like frames and everything like that, right? But it's such an old part now, so there's definitely better ones out there nowadays.
Alright, so moving on to the last piece, this is the performance tip variable dash. So this is another performance tip that replaced the originals. We were really hoping to see bullet again. That was the signature stick driver. You know, the bottom piece pops off and then your Beys just riding on a super thin stick. It wasn't all that good, but it's very memorable, very classic Devolos, just like in the anime.
It was one of the coolest special moves that you could watch in the show. So I do miss it because, you know, it's memorable, right? Now after Ultimate Valkyrie, now it just kind of spoiled it, right? Like we know variable dash can be fast, but the control is not there and it does make your combo a little bit lower once all the teeth wears out.
Yeah, I guess so. The fun part about variable is that you can actually wear down those teeth on the driver, those little nubs, and then, you know, it can awaken. Not too important of a driver. You can just get this from Ultimate Valkyrie nowadays. So GT chip goes in, lock it up, disc and driver. Okay, pretty tight, you know, with the dash driver too. So that's it. You know, in comparison with our Takara Tomy version from the front, it's pretty identical. From the back though, it doesn't give off that signature Devolos vibe. So yeah, that's your Bey.
Yeah, like, wow, the bottom view, just totally different.
Yeah.
All of those special abilities just gone. Bullet driver missing is
Sad.
such a downer.
Alright, let's do some weight comparisons, at least with the layer piece. So Hasbro layer weighs
23.58.
And then Takara Tomy
24.02.
Yeah,
Okay.
so slightly heavier for Takara Tomy.
Like half gram difference.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is that from the layer base or is that from the GT chip though?
Let's find out. So Takara Tomy,
13.89.
the Hasbro,
13.59.
so slightly lighter. Scan it into our game. That's it. Once you have it in your Bey locker, test spin time, 3, 2, 1.
Not too aggressive yet because of course that variable dash is not worn out.
Yeah.
Pretty mild actually. So it'll get faster as we battle with it more. 3, 2, 1. Bursted by knockout Odax already. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was fast. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, those series battle so differently compared to Quad Drive.
Yeah, and the Pro Series Stadium's pretty sick too.
Keep losing.
Yo, it's Perfect Phoenix. Like, did you actually think you'd win that one? Our super duper worn out Turbo Valtric
Maybe now I have a chance.
that we abused like crazy. If you can't beat this guy, then I don't know, man.
3,
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
I brought you back. Let's go.
Hey, you bursted.
Hey. I made it. I won the battle before I bursted.
Alrighty, so what did you guys think of this unboxing with Venom Devolos Pro Series release? So overall, you guys kind of heard the sounds of our review and our overview of all the parts. Pretty much, in my opinion, the only part that you would want from this release is the GT chip. But the thing is, with Pro Series, you run the risk of the lower quality parts, and especially with the GT chip being such an important aspect of the Bey being together. So not sure if you want to get this Bey just for that GT chip. So the verdict, do we recommend buying it, avoid it, or consider it? Overall, I think now that we battled with it a couple times as well, I would just avoid this release. With all the reasons being said throughout the video, I think you guys get the point. the Takara Tomy version is probably the way to go if you want to get the Venom Bey. Alright, that's pretty much it for the unboxing of Venom Devolos from Pro Series. Definitely a little bit disappointed, but that's okay. Look out for our next unboxings and battles. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and as always,
Geeks out.